will close out the weekend. All right, let's get to some next-gen stats powered by AWS. So for this, I'm looking at that Ravens-Bills game. Follow with me here. Here are the percentage of carries by run concept between these two QBs facing each other in the weekend. So Allen and Jackson both scramble about 30% of the time when they run the ball, but Lamar and the Ravens run an option keeper more than 50% of his carries. That's compared to Allen's 15%. Allen also runs a designed QB run about 23.7% of the time compared to Lamar's 10.3%. Allen showed a little love for his fellow 2018 NFL draft classmate. Take a listen to this.
He's just one of those special guys that obviously they've been having success. He's had a lot of success so far early in his career. And, I root heavily for him, just knowing what he went through his first year and how he's been able to do it and how humble and how awesome he is off the field. He's just one of those guys you root for, and it's hard to not root for him when you're playing against him. But, we're enemies on Saturday, and we both know that. But, he's just one of those guys, again, I can't say enough about just how good of a dude he is. It makes you love him that much more on the field.
Game recognized game. We already know that. We also know how tough it is to contain Lamar Jackson. He showed it once again over the weekend in that wild card run. But what's the Bills' game plan here to really contain Lamar Jackson?
Well, let's go to last year in Week 14. They did a pretty good job. Lamar only had 40 yards on 11 carries. And what they did is stretched him out, not give him outside, the contained in terms of when he did go horizontal, he couldn't get outside. And you do that with discipline defense. When we look at the tape, it's real clear cut. You look at what the Bills did last year. I want you to look at the flow of the offense. It's going to the left, but watch the backside defensive end and safety. Eyes are on Lamar. They're going to contain. They're not going to let him get to the outside. You fill with the secondary, you stretch horizontally, and don't give him that lane to run. Now, same way, even when it's coming right at you, even though the play fake's coming at you, you got to let the people on the inside do their job. But look on the outside, eyes on Lamar. We'll let the inside take care of that. We'll try not to let him get to the outside. Keep outside arm free as a secondary. I'm going to force him back to the inside where I can get help. You look at what Tennessee did. This was very inventive. You had 3 down linemen, okay? You left your 4 linebackers. That way they have versatility. Now they're going to attack it. Now watch, the 3 down line are going to try to occupy the offensive line. It changes the timing. The 4 linebackers now off the ball have a chance to flow where needed, inside, outside. Look how they're turning in everything on the inside. Eyes on Lamar. So now the key is if Buffalo does that, you're going to give up some yards on the inside. And last year, even though they contained Lamar in the running game, he had 3 touchdown passes down the field. So can he do that damage down the field? Yes. Can they run inside? Possibly. But if you let Lamar get outside or you let him go off like we saw last week, that will definitely beat you. I think Buffalo, having played him before, will have a good, solid game plan to contain him inside the pocket, keep him horizontal, and minimize the big plays down the field.
Now, Coach, we heard the praise for Lamar from Josh Allen there, but I'm also glad that he touched on how all that love, we got to table that once we get on the field there. But LT, Josh Allen, he's not easy to stop either. So what does this Ravens defense have to do to stop Allen on the field?
Well, Coach talked about their Week 14 matchup last week, and when you look at that matchup, Baltimore did a heck of a job against Josh Allen. And this is what we know about Baltimore, okay? They're going to be aggressive on defense. It's who they are. They're going to bring pressure about 45% of the dropbacks, and they have the corners to back it up. They can do that. And what you have to do to Josh Allen, you have to make him leave the pocket from somewhere else other than the right. He always loves to scramble right. We put a graphic up earlier of how he scrambles, how many yards he gets scrambling. Most of it is to the right. Here it is again. Watch this blitz up the middle. He's going to scramble right and find a nice throwing lane to the right for a big first down right there. And so if you're Baltimore, bring your blitzes. If you're going to blitz anyhow, bring it to Josh Allen's right side. You see this blitz right here with Deshaun Watson. Watch this. They're bringing it to the right side. They're able to keep their rush integrity, keep their lanes, and get Deshaun Watson on the ground. Again, look at Marlon Humphreys at the bottom of your screen. He's going to rush from the passer's right, Carson Wentz right, and he's going to keep him in the pocket. That's what they have to do. You cannot allow Josh Allen to get out of the pocket to his right. Keep him in the pocket or make him go left. It's almost, Coach, it's almost like making him play left hand, if you will. You got to try something, right?
By any means necessary at this point. I love this matchup, too, between these two teams. By the way, Jackson and Allen have faced off once as starters in their careers. That was week 14 of last season. The Ravens won that one, gentlemen. And we talk about the Ravens defense stopping Josh Allen. Yeah, he was sacked 6 times in that game. All right, guys, thanks. Let's get you all caught up on the latest news from around the league. Mike Garafolo joins us now. And Mike, let's get some updates on the coaching front. What can you tell us about what's going on with the Jets?
Robert Saleh, the 49ers defensive coordinator, who had a bunch of interviews this cycle, had some last year as well, on his way to meet with Jets brass. It'll be the first in-person interview for the Jets. This, according to me and Ian Rappaport. Kind of an intriguing one. Saleh's got a big personality. We see everything he does kind of on the sidelines during games. Would be interesting to see that mix between him, the Jets, the New York market. He certainly is highly thought of. He's believed to be one of a couple of finalists for the Jets. One other one, I am told, is Arthur Smith, the offensive coordinator from the Titans, but the Jets have plenty of company on Smith. Those are 2 different personalities, by the way. Smith very much reserved, Saleh very much out there. Saleh also requested by the Philadelphia Eagles, who have begun their coaching search. Todd Bowles is another name, the defensive coordinator from the Buccaneers, that we can confirm they are interested in interviewing. We're hearing a lot of defensive names coming out of Philly early on as the names start to trickle out. But that is really a product of this team getting started on a coaching search that they really weren't expecting, because I was told it was Jeffrey Lurie's decision here, and now it's going to be Howie Roseman and Don Smolenski really doing a lot of the legwork on the coaching search. So look for this one to take some time. Really a tough read right now because they're just getting started while other teams are deep in the process.
Oh, yeah, still a while to go before a final decision is made there. All right.